Welcome back, ladies and gents, to that one weird British channel on the internet that refuses to do things the normal way. Today, I'm going to teach you the art of infinite money laundering. Okay, it's not actually money laundering. It's even better! Have you ever wanted more views on YouTube without actually improving yourself in any meaningful sense? Well, have I got the solution for you. So here's how we're going to do it, and here's how we're going to make a lot of money doing it. The logic of YouTube is a rather simple one. I make videos, Google and YouTube put ads on those videos, and I get paid for each ad viewed. Now, if I get more views, I get paid more. That logic is very simple. So if I want more money, all I need to do is make better videos that target broader audiences and maybe convince them to, I don't know, press the like button? However, we were deceived, for in the fires of Mount Doom, somewhere in California, another way was created. One way to get views that was more powerful than any other. Want more views? Just buy them from YouTube. That's right, using Google Adsense, we can directly pay YouTube for an ad space of our own videos, and those adverts will then be pushed to new viewers on YouTube. YouTube will of course be charging us somewhere between 1 and 5 pennies per view. Now logically, if I can say make 6p per view on a video, then I can infinitely give YouTube 5p's for views, enjoy infinitely viewed videos, and then also just get paid for the pleasure of getting famous. Now this was a loophole that I worked up many years ago. However, until now it has never been tested, and that's for one reason. YouTube doesn't pay us creators 1 to 5p per view. In fact, CPMs, or cost per miles, how much money we get paid per 1,000 views, can be as low as £2, meaning that I would only be paid 0.002 of a pound per view. So that's it, ladies and gentlemen, no infinite money, no infinite fame, and no infinite views. Or so it seems! So the plan is simple. I pay YouTube for views, and YouTube then pays me for those views. Now, in order to pull this off, we need a video that has a really high CPM. So say hello to the Rimworld organ harvesting livestream that I did to celebrate my birthday. Because who doesn't like to celebrate their birthday by removing kidneys from unwilling work volunteers? Ah, truly a brilliant game. Now, this is a 3.5-hour livestream VOD, which in the month of November alone made me £725 off of a mere 30,000 views. Now what do I do with the money? I spend it all on Yorkshire tea bags, and it's an addiction that I can't stop. So don't judge me, ladies and gentlemen, I need your money. But back to the topic. This gives the VOD an outstanding CPM of nearly £26, meaning for every 1,000 views, I made £26. That's pretty good, and it means that for each view on the video, I am making 2.6p. Now above I said YouTube charges somewhere between 1 and 5 pence per view, but in reality we'll be paying an average of 0.01p per view, thanks to some crafty shenanigans that I've created. So, let's begin, ladies and gentlemen, and set up our experiment, where we're going to see if I can pay YouTube money to advertise this Rimworld VOD, and then in turn be paid more money by YouTube for the views we get on this Rimworld video. So, let's begin. Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my channel's backend, something that you can normally only see on my OnlyFans page. Oh gosh, saucy. Now this is of course very exciting for some of you, I'm sure, and it is for me as well because I get to see all of my lovely videos, they're fantastic. But most importantly, YouTube added this super cool feature recently whereby I can click these options buttons here and press promote. This immediately takes me to a page where I'm able to start a brand new advertising campaign for this video. So let's say pick my very fun previous YouTube exploit video and choose to promote it. This brings us to a lovely page where we can set up the ad campaign for our video, which is going to give us views. So that's how we do it for a normal video. Now, how do we do it for a live stream? Because CPMs are higher on live streams. Well, you simply go on over to the live section, find your lovely organ harvesting VOD that for some reason has been deemed safe for all advertisers, click this button and oh, you can't promote it. Yes, that's right, ladies and gentlemen. Those evil people at YouTube don't want you pulling off this exploit, so they're not going to let you advertise live streams. I mean, it makes perfect sense. I completely understand why. It would be horrifically overpowered, so of course they're not going to let me advertise a live stream. However, they will, because what we're going to do is we're going to copy a link to this Rimworld live streaming page, go back to the page where we have how to exploit YouTube, simply delete that video and copy and paste in the live stream. Ladies and gentlemen, it just works. So here we have it, ladies and gentlemen. We can create an ad for our video video here. We can name it a bunch of fun things and then move on to actually create the ad. Now in this section, I need to select all of the lovely countries that we want to target. Some countries cost more to advertise to, but in turn, the money I make from those views in those countries will be higher. For example, a viewer in Russia is not going to give me as much revenue as a viewer in the United States of America. However, I'm going to be advertising to this gigantic list of countries right here, because I believe they'll probably be interested in a bit of RimWorld-based organ harvesting. I mean, no offense, Belgium, you just look like you'd be into it. Next up, we need to pick which age groups we're targeting. Do we want to target parents or non-parents? Of course, we're going to be targeting exclusively men. The reasoning here is that RimWorld as a game is an absolute sausage fest in terms of a community, and at the same time, it actually costs more money to advertise to women. Generally speaking, women as consumers are targeted far more in our glorious capitalist society, which means that I would have to pay more to compete with the other advertisers already targeting them. So there we go, fantastic. Now we just need to work out which targeted groups we're going to be going for, and here's basically the giant list that I came up with. Now, of course, on this list, we've got some absolute bangers like just all gamers, anyone who likes camera lenses, people who just want to buy a hatchback. Now, some of these are going to be pretty useless, but the key target groups that are very important are mobile phones. The reasoning is this targets more people who are using phones, and paying for adverts on phones is remarkably cheaper. So they're the demographic we're going to be going after the most. Otherwise, it's just general gubbins in SEO. Finally, we need to work out just how much money we want to spend. In my case, I'm going to be setting a budget of £120 per day, and I'm aiming to spend around about £800 on this project. The reasoning I'm hoping to spend £800 on this project is because the lovely boffins at Google have a giant discount for me. If you're using a brand new setup Google AdSense account, and you spend £400 advertising, you get £400 worth of free credit. So logically, if I spend £800, £400 of that is actually free, so I get £800 worth of views for the low cost of £400. So that's the plan. We're going to run this experiment for around about a week and see how well we do. YouTube is estimating we could be getting between 21 to maybe 63,000 views, which wouldn't be too bad, but hopefully we're going to be able to keep the cost down and make a hefty profit. So there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to set up this campaign and I'll get back to you as soon as we have some progress on it.
A few minutes later.
So here it is, ladies and gentlemen. Here's the page. It's live. This is what the page looks like when you're waiting for Google to actually review it and approve it. It's very cool. Now this kind of is a bit scary because YouTube might realize that I'm trying to advertise a live stream and they're going to be like, hang on a second, we didn't say you could advertise those bad boys. But hopefully it all gets approved.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
And bam, it was approved. It only took around about 4 hours to actually get approved, which was brilliant because then as soon as that happened, it began. What do I mean by it began? Well, we started getting views coming in for the live stream from YouTube advertising. Not that many in this screenshot. This is just from the first few minutes. We got maybe about 20 or so views within 10 minutes, which is, you know, acceptable. However, this only lasted for about 2 days because soon after the page got taken down. You might wonder why. It's because I used capitals in the title of this advertising campaign. Yes, it turns out having brackets live, all caps brackets, is an egregious offense for YouTube. So I had to remove that and then it got reviewed really quickly and just sent straight back out again. Now I'm going to be back on December the 27th to see just how well we did.
1 week later.
Okay, now for the results. After running this experiment from December the 19th till December the 27th, I can reveal that we paid £900 for 83,000 views. Now, if we remember that we got £400 worth of free credit from Google, then that means we spent only £500 for 83,000 views, which works out to a very nice 0.6 of a penny per view. So that means that if my CPM stayed the same, I'd be making 2p of profit per view on the video. So in this case, I will have made £1,660, meaning that even if we didn't have the YouTube discount, we would still be turning a profit of £1,260. So there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. We did it. We can just pump in the money that we made for more views and repeat the cycle infinitely. Is of course what I would like to say, but unfortunately the video did not make £1,660. No, in the period of this advertising campaign we made £110. Now why on earth is this the case? Well, there are two main reasons: CPM and watch time, ladies and gentlemen. This video's average watch time went from over an hour and a half in the month of November down to just 5.5 minutes in the experiment. Of course, I was not expecting the audience that we were advertising to enjoy the video as much as others, but still, this is just downright terrible. It means that only one advert would show for the audience, as the rest of the mid-rolls are all well after the 5-minute mark. At the same time, CPM fell. Oh boy did it fall. It fell from £25 in the month of November to just £1.63. That decline is steeper than the blooming White Cliffs of Dover, ladies and gentlemen. So yes, it's safe to say that YouTube has got me. I've effectively spent £400 to get 83,000 views, and judging by how the VOD is performing after the fact, it has temporarily resulted in this VOD being dropped by the algorithm. But I'm a cunning British bastard, and I won't be stopped by YouTube, as we have found a way to effectively buy a view for less than 1p. Now I just need to find out who would pay more than 1p for that view. And if I can do that, ladies and gentlemen, we're back. So, who would be as foolish as to pay me more than YouTube for views? Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's none other than Raid Shadow Legends! Okay, well, not just them, but literally any sponsor company on YouTube will come up to a creator and say, hey, I will pay you a CPM of X, and I expect you to get this many views, and when you do, I will then give you that amount of money. This means that if the video does well, the creator gets paid accordingly. Most sponsors will, unfortunately, of course, insist on a cap, meaning that they'll only pay you out for, say, the first million views on a video. So that way, if you get 40 million views, they don't just spontaneously go bankrupt. So if we get paid a CPM of £25, that means that we're getting £25,000 if we hit 1 million views. So that means if we're paying YouTube for, say, all 1 million views at 1p per view, which is the average that we can very easily manage, then we're paying £10,000 to make £25,000, which is a very nice 15k profit. Now, I could fill the video with white noise and nonsense, because as far as the marketing company is concerned, if the video gets a lot of views, all of the targets were hit and the client will be happy. Now, not all CPM offered by sponsor companies is £25. I have many smaller creator friends and larger creator friends that are paid effectively criminal rates of £2 CPMs by dodgy brands, and others that are paid up to and in far excesses of £80 CPMs. But best of all, every once in a while, you'll find a sponsor with more money than sense that is willing to offer you in a legally binding contract an uncapped CPM, meaning as long as the views keep coming in, the sponsor will keep paying. The highest uncapped sponsor offer I've ever received was for a CPM of £40. Now, I did not actually end up going with the sponsor, but that's because I have very high standards for recommending things that only I myself use. But we can hypothetically run this experiment and calculate that for every 100,000 views we would be making £3,000 worth of profit, and that for every million views we'd be making £30,000 of profit. And for just £100,000 worth of spending on Google AdSense, you would get 10 million views and a tidy triple your money profit of £300,000. Now, that's very nice. I'm sure to some of you YouTubers out there watching, £300,000 is nothing to sniff at. For me personally, that's still quite a lot of money, and certainly the kind of thing that would allow me to give all of my employees a very lavish bonus package. This is of course using a few sweeping generalizations, but realistically in this setup you are going to be making profit provided YouTube is charging you no more than 4 pence per view on the video. So yes, it is possible for you to pay YouTube for views and still in turn make a profit. And best of all, we've not even touched in this video the fact that these views will lead to channel growth. Perhaps new subscribers will emerge and communities will suddenly become regular viewers. It's effectively a pay to win button that could allow anyone a very nice advantage on YouTube. Our experiment did actually net us a wonderful 280 new subscribers, which is very, very jazzy indeed. So perhaps in the future you'll see more and more creators advertising their own videos on the platform. But the most dangerous thing of all, ladies and gentlemen, is the fact that there is no way to stop this. Anyone can pay to advertise your videos on the platform. When I click that simple promote video button and I get this lovely campaign page, I can get rid of the video and I can put in any video URL. I could, for example, put in my very close friend Artie Game's Best of Artie Game 2022 montage video. That's right, I can just pay to run this as an advert on the platform. Dan can't stop me from doing it. Dan won't even know who's doing it. Dan, I have been doing this for your channel. Your entire fame is mine. Okay, no, I'm joking. He's actually an incredible boy. But still, it's absolutely remarkable and silly that basically anyone can do this. Imagine a future where YouTubers, instead of asking their viewers to, I don't know, help them by liking the video or commenting, instead YouTubers could just ask their viewers to, I don't know, run an Adsense campaign for one of their videos. Now that's the kind of thing that I expect from all of my tier 5 spiff simps. You best be paying for my videos on AdSense because daddy needs more tea bags. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, this has been a very silly video. This is hypothetically one way that you could succeed massively on YouTube, but at the same time, you're not going to get anywhere without the basics, which is why I'm going to mention my lovely boffins over at VidIQ. I don't have to, I just want to. VidIQ is a good tool, okay? If you want to start a YouTube channel this year and see how far you can go, then you can try out VidIQ using this link here for just $1. It's a tool that's a great dispenser for ideas for videos and will help you when your lazy bottom forgets to properly write a good optimized description and SEO. So go give it a try, and then when you're rich and famous, I of course expect you to come back and buy me a box of Yorkshire tea. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching today's video. It's a little bit different to what we would normally create, but I do sometimes love dabbling into real-world exploits as and when I think they're fun to cover, and the sheer concept of paying to win on YouTube is very entertaining indeed. So yes, thank you very much for watching, and if you enjoyed today's video, then make sure to give it a like, and why not hop on down into the comment section and tell me if you think there'll be an actual future where you think people will be using Google AdSense to do this. I mean, I actually already know there's a future, because in the process of making this video, several of my content creator friends have done exactly that, and the results were all a success. So yep, I'm afraid this is the future now. I hope you enjoy it. Oh god. Anyway, thank you very much to all the patrons and YouTube channel members. Your continued financial support is incredibly wonderful at providing a lovely blanket of stability for all of us here. And hey, if you're sat there wondering what video to watch next, look no further than this one on screen now, hand chosen by myself to be perfect for you. Anyway, I'll see each and every one of you in the next one. Have a lovely day, and goodbye for now.